It's August the 6th, 2024. This is a short ELF video. We're standing in the E.Wilson Creek Watershed, and up on that slope and beyond is a proposed Sunshine Coast Community Forest cut block, EW19, that we're very concerned about if it proceeds. And Community Forest says they're doing a research block up there. However, there really doesn't need to be any more research conducted on how logging impacts regrowth and what silviculture methods could be deployed to enhance the diversity. There's already abundant diversity here in this Wilson watershed, and also it's very important to point out that this both the main Wilson Creek channel and this East Wilson Creek channel are all dependent on surface runoff. So we categorize these as super sensitive watersheds because all this flow is dependent on groundwater recharge. And the forest cover plays a significant role in providing this runoff to these creeks. There's a whole bunch of functions that the forest provides, such as evapotranspiration and percolation of rainfall into the ground, and then it reaches through the different soil levels, these types of channels. Right now we would categorize the Wilson in a low flow condition. You can see some of the exposed boulders and cobbles here, which would make up the main channel when it's running in a medium to high flow state. This is down in the riparian zone, and we are very concerned that if Community Forest logs that EW19 block, and also there's a BC Timber Sales block higher up in between the two main between the main channel and the east channel, that it would have post-logging effects on the water flow here. East Wilson passes a Forest Service road below, joins up with the main Wilson Creek stem, and then eventually makes its way through some flatter areas beside some farms down on Tyson Road, and passing underneath the Sunshine Coast Highway 101 and eventually entering the Sailor Sea. So it's important to retain all the canopy, all the structural diversity of this watershed. There should be no incremental increases to changes in the water flow, both low and high peak flows. The upper part of this Wilson watershed has the largest clear cut in the entire Sunshine Coast. It's all on private lands. And in our report, Wilson Creek Watershed Restoration or Wreckage, we point out a lot of the shortfalls of the last watershed assessment that was done on this creek. And so the timber operators cannot rely on old science from going back to the 2000s to determine if there's any more threshold that they can take out of these forests, if there's any thresholds, upper thresholds of loss of mature forest cover. It's all gone in the upper reaches, which really has impacted the mid to lower reaches.